Are you ready to hear about Hatshepsut, the king-queen pharaoh of ancient Egypt? So let's rewind the clock back to the 15th century BC. Picture this: Hatshepsut was born around 1504 BC to King Thutmose I and Queen Ahmose. She was the daughter of a pharaoh and queen, and she married her half-brother, Thutmose II, to help him become pharaoh before she was 20. Thutmose II, the son of Thutmose I by a lesser queen, married Hatshepsut as his principal wife to secure his succession and keep the royal bloodline pure. In 1479 BC, Thutmose II died after a 15-year reign, leaving Hatshepsut a widow before the age of 30. Hatshepsut had no sons of her own, but Thutmose II had a son called Thutmose III to a lesser wife. Hatshepsut's stepson, who was a mere 3 years old at the time, officially became pharaoh. Hatshepsut, like the ultimate backstage manager, was the real power behind the scenes, calling the shots in his name. Despite her crucial role, the world saw her stepson as the one and only pharaoh of Egypt. But when Thutmose III was about 8 years old, she took the throne herself and officially became his co-ruler around 1473 BC. Some historians think Hatshepsut's decision might have been driven by the presence of potential throne contenders. By ruling jointly with her stepson, they'd become a formidable force, deterring any attempts to seize power. As a woman, Hatshepsut faced opposition from those who believed that a woman should not rule Egypt. She had to work hard to secure her position and be seen as a legitimate ruler. Hatshepsut relied heavily on propaganda to legitimize her rule. She was a woman in a man's position and understood she needed to take measures to protect herself as ruler, so she had carvings made on her temple walls that told how the god Amun had taken on her father's appearance on the day she was conceived, effectively making Hatshepsut the daughter of the chief of all Egyptian gods. She was utterly convinced that Amun had handpicked her to rule Egypt. Hatshepsut boldly declared,
"I acted under his command. It was he who led me."
With that unwavering conviction, Hatshepsut went all in, declaring herself as the true pharaoh and grabbing all the fancy symbols and titles that came with the esteemed title. This move was nothing short of radical in the context of conservative Egyptian society. To assert her authority over Thutmose III was a groundbreaking deviation from tradition and marked a significant departure from the norms of the time. She could not have achieved it without the support of high officials at court, including Amenhotep, overseer of royal works. He played a pivotal role in her success, alongside a hand-picked squad of loyal officials who held down the fort and all the important government gigs. Now, Amenhotep wasn't your run-of-the-mill dude. He not only rocked the role of overseeing everything royal, but also wore the hat of a tutor to Neferu, the daughter of not one, but two pharaohs, Hatshepsut and Thutmose II. Some historians have posited that there could have been a romantic connection between Hatshepsut and Amenhotep, but there is no evidence to support this claim. These Hatshepsut allies risked losing their power, if not their lives, if she yielded to Thutmose III. Till today, Hatshepsut's ascension to the throne and the strategies she employed to garner the support of Egypt's elite remain shrouded in mystery and undisclosed. However, Hatshepsut did not banish Thutmose III, who technically served as her co-ruler, but she clearly overshadowed him. During her 21-year reign, 15 as principal monarch, Hatshepsut achieved incredible things. She initiated mining expeditions to acquire valuable resources, restored neglected religious sites, and promoted religious practices. Hatshepsut also encouraged the use of new artistic styles and techniques in temple decorations, marking a period of artistic and architectural innovation in ancient Egypt. Hatshepsut undertook grand building projects. She ordered 2 obelisks to be built to commemorate her 16th year as a pharaoh. During the construction of the obelisks, one of them broke, and so a 3rd obelisk had to be built to replace the broken one. Hatshepsut's mortuary temple, located in Deir el-Bahari, was her masterpiece. She built it to reflect Solomon's words in Song of Solomon,
"O my dove, you are in the cleft of the rock in the secret places of the stairs."
Her temple was considered one of the most impressive architectural achievements in the ancient world. These building projects and architectural achievements showcased Hatshepsut's power. Despite her successful reign, Hatshepsut faced challenges in military leadership. She could not match her father's conquests by leading troops into battle, a role strictly reserved for men. Instead, she took the military out of the equation and sponsored one of Egypt's most successful trading expeditions for her troops, and sent them to the fabled land of Punt, probably modern-day Eritrea, a country in Africa, bringing back gold, ebony, and incense. In all these years of reign, Hatshepsut had to confront the problem of how a female pharaoh should be depicted. Although most sculptures and images depict her as a male king, this was not always the case. Some sculptures emphasized her femininity, which was relatively naturalistic. After Hatshepsut passed away, Thutmose III had his moment in the sun with a long, powerful, and successful reign. Hatshepsut's legacy was accepted for 2 decades without difficulty. Attitudes changed when Thutmose III appointed his son, Amenhotep II, as co-regent. Hatshepsut was suddenly recast as a dangerous liability, and a brutal campaign of destruction and mutilation took place at many of her greatest monuments. Despite the controversy surrounding her power grab, she was able to defend her position and rule Egypt with peace and prosperity. Hatshepsut's story is one that should be remembered and celebrated for years to come. Thank you for watching.